Hi, I'm Stephen McCrae.
I'm Roberta Marquez.
Welcome to this evening's performance by the Royal Ballet. You're about to watch a classic tale about a little village romance, La Fille Gardée, or in English,
The Wayward Daughter.
Fille Gardé's a family ballet. It's a bit of comedy. And although it's technically challenging, it's very light-hearted. You get to have fun with each other on stage. And it feels like a real company piece. You feel like everyone's out there together.
I love the set. It's a painted set, but it still looks amazing. We have a real-life pony that comes on stage called Peregrine. His father used to be the pony before, and so it's a family tradition for him as well.
I think the choreography for Fille is the most brilliant choreography. It's just got everything. It's got the ribbons, the complicated patterns, it's got the lines of the corps de ballet. It's a feast.
There exists in my imagination a life in the country of eternally late spring, a leafy pastoral of perpetual sunshine and the humming of bees. The suspended stillness of a constable landscape of my beloved Suffolk.
It was the English countryside that gave Sir Fred the inspiration for the setting of La Fille Gardée.
The first performance by the Royal Ballet of Fille Gardée was at the Royal Opera House on the 28th of January, 1960. I was actually in the first performance. I played one of Lise's friends. She has 8 friends. I was one of them. I can only describe it as one of the most exciting premieres that can ever have happened here. I think we all thought the roof would go off. Well, La Fille Gardée was originally performed on the eve of the French Revolution in Bordeaux, so that was 1789. The story is enchanting, and I think people wanted to bring it into the repertoire of their companies. And Fred was persuaded to do it by Tamara Kasavina, a famous Russian ballerina who danced with the Diaghilev Ballet. She was someone Sir Fred admired enormously. She talked about how much she'd enjoyed dancing the role of Lise in St. Petersburg. Sir Fred adored the English countryside. He had a home in Suffolk, but I think he drew on his love of all things English. And so he created a romance, a comedy, and something essentially English. But it's the charm and the range of dance styles that he incorporates in the ballet that makes it a classic. He was a choreographic genius.
Sir Frederick Ashton was the founder, choreographer of the company. So he's a huge part of what the company was built on. There's a lot of his ballets dancers around the world want to perform. He really did create an image for the company. So it's very important what his work means to all of us. Sir Fred was inspired by many different styles of dance. And in this ballet, he combined the traditional folk dances with classical ballet, which has given the female gardée a very English feel.
As you are about to see.
Okay, that's fine. On this production of Fille, I've just been rehearsing the principal couple, which I've enjoyed very much. It's Stephen and Roberta, who love dancing with each other. Okay, all right. Now you are supposed to be sharing the centre. So I've had a bit of a peach. The ribbon. It's a lover's knot, really, isn't it? It's just Fred's way of being romantic. Completely romantic man, understands love, and he just wanted to tie them up in pink ribbon. Oh, very good.
In Act 1, we do a pas de deux, and we had to do so many things with the ribbon. It's quite tricky.
Roberta had already performed the ballet previously, so she was able to guide me a lot. So we picked up the ribbon work pretty quickly.
Okay, now. 1, 2. That's it. And up. The pas de deux with the ribbon is very tricky. The more you do it, you get your own way of dealing with the ribbon. But trying to learn it for the first time seems like you're never going to get it. There's no same way for each couple. They find their own way, and then it works very well. We're done. Thank you very much.
Sir Frederick would have been investigating different dance styles. He loved the traditional English dances. He loved the maypole dance. Clog dancing intrigued him and amused him. It's the delicious way that he weaves these different styles into the classical steps as well that is such fun and makes it so unique.
Folk dancing is part of the Englishness of the ballet, but they're still dancing with the classical technique. Even though there's a lot of skipping, but in actual fact, when one is a child, that's how you begin your classical ballet training, with a lot of skipping.
Dame Ninette de Valois introduced traditional country dancing to the curriculum at the Junior Royal Ballet School many, many years ago, and it's continued to this day. She encouraged all her choreographers to look to country dancing, and she must have been very thrilled with what Fred came up with.
We learnt folk dancing at White Lodge, Royal Ballet Lower School, where you go from 11 to 16. We did Morris dancing, country line dancing, Northumberland rapasseur dance. It's traditional English folk dancing. The clog dance came from a Lancashire town from the north. Stanley Halden, who was the original Widow Simone, he was a huffer, a tap dancer really. And my first teacher at White Lodge, Ronald Emblem, played Widow Simone for a long time. I can remember seeing him, and it's something I've always wanted to do. I was a tap dancer before I went to White Lodge. I hadn't done much ballet. And so the tap dancing actually helped me with the clog dance. clog dance is quite puffy. I don't stop. It's a 30-minute workout session, really.
It's always one of those numbers that you want to do someday.
I'll get to do it.
Yeah.
And it's also one of those numbers that looks much easier than it is. It's hard. It's quite an honour to do something like the clog dance. It's so legendary, and these shoes have names of past cloggers who used to be in the company. And
I've got Elizabeth Megorian, who's now one of our character principals.
You have Paige?
He's a man. Yeah, exactly. I'm wearing man's shoes. I love that, though. It's a reminder of how steeped in history this ballet really is and how lucky we are to be doing it.
At the end of each ballet, we're supposed to give the shoes back. I don't. These are special for me because my first dance teacher at White Lodge, these are his original shoes. I'll keep these until I stop doing the role, and then I'll hopefully pass them on to someone else.
The majority of aspiring students will be doing stuff like this for the bulk of their career, and it's something you can be very proud of. You don't have to be the best of the best of the best. You can be the best you can be, which for me is this.